I beg you don't embarrass me, mother trucker. Whoa. Hello, bestie girls. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Do I look the exact same as my last video? Yes. But remember, what do we not do? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. I can't hear you. I mean, you should be a little louder. That's right, we don't talk about it. Good, I'm glad you guys remember. I'm glad you guys remember. Welcome to my August TBR. That's right, we're back to making TBR videos. And again, I have gone a little cuckoo bananas with how many books I have on my TBR. The top of the stack is right here. I just want you to know it's like barely out of frame and I don't regret anything. So welcome in, welcome back, hello, my name is Haley. I'm a reader, obviously, and I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, do all the cool stuff that YouTube has you doing. Leave down below what your August TBR looks like, and if you're excited to hear my thoughts on any of the books I mentioned in the video today. I'm hyped up on boba, so let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, besties. Alright, my friends. Alright, home skillets. That was a lot. Let's get through this TBR. I have 7 books and 1 manga on my TBR. Is that right? Yes. I have 7 books and 1 manga. Some of the books are very short, so I'm not really stressed about the number. And I'm hoping that I can get my shit together and read a little bit more than I have the past 3 months. If you saw my wrap up, I'll put it in the eye, whichever side it's in. If you didn't see my wrap up, you would see that for the past 3 months I only read 9 books. So, you know, I'm a little behind on my goal, but that's okay, friends, because reading 1 book is so much better than reading none, and I want you all to remember that. One of my best friends is actually reading now, and she's finished 3 books this year, and honestly, that's probably more than she's read in her entire life, and I couldn't be more proud. So, you know, just enjoy what you're reading. It doesn't matter how much you read. Rant over. So the first book that's on my August TBR is Assistant to the Villain. This is about a woman who, you know, needs a job, like we all do. Life is expensive. We need to work in order to survive, unfortunately. So she gets a job with a villain, and she didn't think that she would end up here, but here she is, assisting a villain. And when somebody tries to, you know, go after her boss and make life hard for him, she works to help him and may also fall in love with him at the same time. That was a really horrible explanation, but you guys get it, right? You guys get it. So, Assistant to the Villain is my first book. I'm trying to branch out with my TBRs. I'm trying not to just put fantasy and romance on there because, I mean, I do have a lot of fantasy and romance, but I also have a lot of other stuff that I'm avoiding. So I'm trying to add more. This is a YA mystery? Question mark? I don't know if this is YA actually. I should probably look that up before I speak. Okay, it's adult with young, wait, is it adult or young adult? Is it new adult? Fantasy, romance, fiction. Fantasy, romance with a little bit of mystery. It says adult, but then it says young adult also. I don't know. Anyway, mystery, fantasy, romance, love, mixes everything I love plus a little bit of mystery, which, you know, who's gonna complain about that? So, Assistant to the Villain is the first book on my TBR. My next book is a book of the month book. I'm trying to get through my book of the month books because I have a lot. I think I've read 1 book of the month book since I've started getting book of the month. So I'm trying to add them to my TBR more. So my next book is A Talent for Murder by Peter Swanson. This is a mystery thriller. I don't know the difference between mystery and thriller, so I just combine them together. So correct me if I'm wrong. Mystery thriller. This is basically about a woman who thought she was going to be alone for the rest of her life. She's a librarian. Honestly, me as fuck. But she meets this guy named Alan and they get married, and she starts to notice some weird stuff. about Alan. And the more she dives into it, the more weird it seems. Alan, you know, never trust a dude named Alan, is all I'm saying. So she digs into his past a little bit and finds a trail of some stuff that you do not want to find from your husband. So it's just a story about that. It's very short. I figured I would add a little short mystery onto here. It's less than 300 pages, which is kind of lit, because this is something that I could take to the beach and honestly just kind of read. A Talent for Murder is my next book on my August TBR. And the next book, I'm so excited. Another book of the month book, only because my first copy of the book before this one was book of the month and I want matching copies, so I ordered this one from book of the month. But I am so excited to read this book. I loved the first book. I think I bumped the first book up to 5 stars. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and I'll put it right here, right on top of my hand. Put it right there, editing Haley. Oh, y'all just saw the book. The next book is Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver. I loved Butcher and Blackbird. I know a lot of people didn't, which, guys, come on. Guys, come on. I think y'all took the book a little too seriously, but I'm so excited about this book. It is about Lachlan Kane, who is Rowan Kane's brother, and he is a hired assassin, whereas Rowan was just, you know, Rowan. He is hired by the FBI, I believe, to kill high-profile people, and Lark is a singer who happens to have a family that is like high-profile that Lachlan's going after. And they get married. Marriage of convenience, enemies to lovers, murder, comedy, love. 10 out of 10. Already 5 stars. Haven't even read it, but 5 stars. 5 stars. I'm excited. I really enjoy Bryn Weaver's writing. That's a mouthful. I really enjoy Bryn Weaver's writing, and I, like I said, really enjoyed Butcher and Blackbird, so I'm really excited to read this one. I really hope that I don't, you know, get my hopes up for nothing. But I have a lot of faith in Bryn. So, Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver is the next book on my TBR. My next book is a book that has been on many a TBR, and I have talked about many a time. But I'm actually going to try and read it this month, I swear, because I want to get this series read so I can start rereading the other series. You're gonna know when I hold it up. And I was told to start with this book, so don't come for me. I'm just gonna start with this book, and I'm gonna stop making excuses for why I'm not reading this series. Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I'm finally gonna read it. Honestly, I tried to read Assassin's Blade a couple months ago. When did I try to read this? I can't remember. I bought it on my Kindle. And I tried to read it, and I just wasn't getting into it for some reason. I don't know, you guys, how to read Throne of Glass. I don't know what order to read it in. I'm just gonna start with Assassin's Blade and kind of get it over with, because I feel like once I start the Throne of Glass series, then I'll finish it. It's just I'm having a hard time starting. So I put this on my August TBR. Who knows if I'm actually gonna read it. The third person kind of trips me up a little bit, but that's okay. I can get over it, maybe, potentially, hopefully. But yeah, Assassin's Blade is the next book on my August TBR. And the next book, I'm so excited. If you saw my wrap up, you would have seen that I just rated the book before this 5 stars. So I have really high hopes about this book because we got little glimpses. We got little glimpses of these characters in the book before. And I'm really excited, and I feel like people have said that this is their favorite. I can't remember. I'm trying to channel my Larry watching abilities, and I can't remember if she said that she liked this book or not. But, you know, I'll make my own opinion when I read it because I will be reading it. Powerless by Elsie Silver. I'm really excited to read this one. This one is going to be about Sloane and Jasper, and honestly, I've been waiting for Jasper's book. I find myself intrigued by Jasper. I find myself intrigued by Jasper, and I think that there's a backstory to him that Elsie has been really good at hiding and just kind of giving little tiny glimpses of for him. So I'm really excited to hear about him and hear about his life and why he is the way he is. I know that he went through something tragic. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this. I truly am starting to adore Elsie's writing. I've adored it since Flawless. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm really starting to, you know, enjoy her books in the sense that she's becoming one of my favorite authors. So Powerless by Elsie Silver. I'm really excited. Also, these books are stunning, so I'm excited that I own them. The next book that I am adding to my August TBR is King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I'm mostly reading this because, one, I love Anna Huang. I love the Twisted series. I know people have said that they do not like the Kings of Sin series as much, but in my eyes, Anna Huang can't do wrong. So I'm reading this mostly because my friend is also reading this, and she's like, you need to read the books so we can read the same one at the same time. So that's why I added it to my TBR. I tried starting reading this yesterday actually, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read the next book. So I haven't started this yet, but hopefully I'll get it read this month so that way I can read with my bestie. And yeah, honestly, the buddy reads are really motivating me to read. I'm really excited to keep buddy reading with her, and I love her. And if you're watching this, Meg, I love you so much. The next book on my August TBR, which I actually started reading at the hair salon today, is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I love Lauren Asher's books. I don't really like the F1 series, Dirty Air series that much. I don't really like how they're written. I still need to finish the last two books, but I did really love Dreamland Millionaires, and I did love Love Redesigned, the first book, in Lakefront Billionaires. I did really enjoy those books, so I'm really excited for this one because it's nanny single dad again, just like Powerless. Just like Powerless, and I'm in my single daddy era. I'm in that era. So, and this is again another Grumpy Sunshine, and I'm just eating up the Grumpy Sunshine. So Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. This is about Ellie and Raphael. Why am I blanking right now? Ellie and Raphael, and I don't know. I can't explain how excited I am for that book. This is just going to be an August of good reads. If I finish all of these books, I'm going to have the best reading month, I think, all year, to be honest. And the last book that I have is the last volume that I own of My Happy Marriage. This is volume 4. I'm really excited to read this, and honestly I think this will be a good little palette cleanser in between some of the books, because I have a feeling that some of these are going to be 5-star, and I need a palette cleanser in between 5 stars. So I just put the last volume of My Happy Marriage in the stack of books. So that's it. That's all of the books I'm reading plus my manga for the month of August. Honestly, what a stacked month. I can't believe I added all these books. They're all books that I'm anticipating, so I'm really excited for the books, and I cannot wait to do my wrap up for you guys and let you know what I read and how I felt about them. Honestly, I'm getting started right now because, again, I'm leaving for California on Friday, so a lot of these books will be coming with me. I will be taking my Kindle, and I will be reading on the plane and at the beach and in my Airbnb and at a boba shop. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see you next time. And yeah, that's it. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, bye.